Hey, this is Garrett from 3Bug Media, and today I want to talk about, if you're a local business, what is the best way to spend a $500 a month marketing budget? Now, most small business owners don't have big budgets. Even a $500 a month marketing budget is a lot, so you want to make sure that you're getting the most value and the most conversions for your money. So that's what we're going to talk about today. If it was me and I had my local business and I was starting out and I didn't know a lot about marketing, this is pretty much exactly what I would do. Now, the problem with most small business owners, and this is the vast majority of them, and this is why they get little to no results when they do online marketing, is that they immediately jump into what we're doing on month 4. And if they don't do months 1, 2, and 3 first, you're basically flushing your advertising money down the toilet, and you probably don't even know why, because you have no idea what's going right and what's going wrong with your website. Okay, so we're going to go over this for the first couple months. There's going to be a lot of setup, but once we have these things in place, then we can start turning on the advertising, and we got a 10 times better chance of getting conversions and making sales than if we just jumped into straight advertising, which is what most small business owners do and why they have no success with their online marketing. Okay, so if it was me and I was just starting out and doing local marketing and I didn't have a ton of experience, I wasn't really sure where I should be spending my money and what to do next, what I would do in the beginning is I would invest in a website marketing audit. I would go hire somebody, and I'm not talking about an SEO audit where you're going to get somebody technical that's going to tell you need to fix your H1 tags and your meta titles and stuff like that. I'm talking about somebody with has marketing experience. They're going to review your website. They're going to look at your marketing, what you're doing now, and they're going to come back with a report to show you where your deficiencies are with your website in your marketing and where you should make improvements to tighten that up if you're going to do your online marketing. Okay, for about $500, if you're a local small business, you can probably definitely get a good one done for $500. That is the first step, because if you don't know where your deficiencies are, if you don't know where the holes are in your funnel and on your website, you can spend money all day long and not get any sales, any leads, and have no idea why. So you want to have that roadmap first. You want to know what you need to improve in order to get the most success when you do start spending your money on online advertising. Okay, so once I have that roadmap in place, what I'm going to do in month 2 is I'm going to make these recommended changes to my website. Now, some of them you can probably do yourself, but there may be other ones that may be a little more technical that need to be set up. Maybe you need new pages on your website, things like that. And I would spend that money to get somebody to make those changes to my website. Okay? Once I've made those changes and I've tightened up my funnel and things like that, I would go to month 3 and create a rock solid landing page, because when you're going to start running advertising, whether you're going to do Facebook ads or you're going to do Google AdWords, things like that, you have to send somebody to a page on your website. And that page is going to make or break the conversion. Okay, a lot of people think that all the expertise and everything is in setting up the ad. The ad, if you kind of know what you're doing, you spend a couple hours doing Google AdWords and Facebook ads, you can create a pretty decent ad with pretty decent targeting on there. You're not going to be an expert, but you can do a pretty decent job with it. Really, where the conversions fall off, in my experience, 8 times out of 10, it's on the website. After they click on the ad, you may have the right customer, the right keywords you're using, but once they get on your website, they have a lackluster experience. There's glaring holes in your conversion process, and you just wasted a $3 click for nothing. Okay, so I would make sure that I have a really good landing page to send people to. And you can either have a page created on your website, or you can use landing page software like Unbounce or some kind of squeeze page, lead pages, something like that, and add that to your website. And that's a little bit easier to build landing pages with. The nice thing with this, if you pay somebody to create a landing page template for you, you can probably reuse it for other services and products that you're using. So in the future, if you want to run different types of campaigns, you can probably reuse that template. on there. Now, you might be thinking, well, I just wasted 3 months. I didn't get any return for it. Well, look at it this way. If you go straight to advertising, I guarantee you're going to waste your money for months 1, 2, and 3 anyway on there if you have no idea where your deficiencies are. So once I have all of these in place and I feel confident in my website, I feel confident in my landing page, I've had somebody with a lot of experience to review it for me, tell me what's missing, I've made those changes. At that point, then I will start looking at either Google AdWords search campaigns or Facebook ads. Now, they are not interchangeable. Some businesses do much better for Google AdWords and they do very poorly for Facebook ads. It really depends on what type of business you have and what your offer is. And Google AdWords typically works better for commodity-based businesses. So think of it as if somebody has a need for something, they go to Google and they search for it. So if you're a plumber, a dentist, a painter, things like that, as soon as somebody has a need for that service, they immediately go to Google and type in dentist near me, or dentist in my city, or plumbers in my city, or locksmiths in my city. That's where Google AdWords shines. So if you target the right keywords, you can get your ad right in front of them. Okay, now those type of businesses don't work as well for Facebook, because if somebody doesn't have a need for a locksmith at that moment and you're paying Facebook to run an ad in there, doesn't really make any sense, because nobody's interested in a locksmith until they lock their keys in a car or they break their key, in the lock on their front door. Okay, so you have to really think about what type of business you have. So commodity type businesses where people are constantly searching for your type of business, Google AdWords search campaigns definitely is the better of the two. If you have a business that's a little more nuanced, maybe a little more complex, or a business where people aren't actively searching for it, even though they may have a need for it, then Facebook ads is a better option. So an example would be, say, a financial planner. So if you know who your market is for financial planning, you can target that market, and people may not be actively searching for a financial planner, but if you get the right ad and the right content in front of them, you may pique their interest enough to turn them into a lead for your business. So they're not used interchangeably. You're not going to pick Google or Facebook. You really have to look at your industry, your type of business, and how people search or don't search for your business to determine if you're going to use Google AdWords or Facebook ads. Okay, so it's really dependent on your type of business. So that wraps it up. This is how I would spend a $500 a month marketing budget if I didn't have any more money to spend. I would spend my first couple months setting everything up so everything is in the right place, so I have the best opportunity to turn every click to my website into a lead for my business. So if you have any other questions, you can go to 3bugmedia.com. Thank you very much and have a good day.